What's up, world? You know what I'm saying? What you guys up to? Hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully everything is coming up for you guys. Remember this little tip of time. Remember to have patience. Remember everything you go through is for a reason. Remember every bad time or every struggle story has a success story behind it. In front of it. Every success story has struggle story behind it, right? So you just gotta keep that in mind when you go through things, or it's important to do some more research, get some more education on what is it that you're really trying to do, where is it that you're really trying to go, and where you're really trying to see yourself in the next 10, 20 years, right? That's start making them ways. Start making them movements. What can you do that's going to? And sometimes you can plan for something for 30 years, and God will set it up where He'll send you little messages or little, switch your location of your job just so He can, you might even end up leaving that job in the next year, just so, for an example, when I was working one job, and then God had me leave that job. God gave an opportunity for me to leave that job and go to a different job, but I wasn't even meant to be at that job for too long, because when I got introduced to this field, I was working at my other job, and then that's when I ended up making the transition. So it's a matter of doing things you need to do in the beginning to that God wants you to do, and then He will end up opening doors for you to be able to do what is it that you're really supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? I've always been a motivator, a speaker. I've always been just engaging with people and trying to make people's life a little bit better. Make them feel a little bit better. Even at the cost, even if I don't feel good, I still always try to work around it. You know what I mean? And I know with this channel, I'm just gotta be consistent. Y'all see me, I'm posting, but I'm not overly doing it. I'm just posting anything. I'm making videos, you know what I mean, getting to work, recording them, you know what I mean. So that's the process. And as you guys watch me grow, I expect to see you guys grow as well, right? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let's just cleanse the air real quick before we do anything. Let's just realign our chakras with a little bit of singing bowl. So just close your eyes, meditate anything that you wish to happen in the near future. Let it be tomorrow or 10 years from now. And let's just try to manifest it, right? Okay, hopefully that will work. Hopefully you guys felt like your chakras got more realigned. Before we start our deck, which is going to be a mystic deck, we're going to go ahead and see what is our general message for this reading. Spirit, what is your general message for this reading? Education. I've been posting a lot of videos, a lot of educational videos regarding messages, not necessarily my opinion-based messages, but more so what's verbatim on the cards. And they've been teaching me a lot of things, and I've been, of course, recording in the process. So, I encourage you guys to be educated, encourage you guys to pick up a book. Just looking on YouTube and watching TV isn't enough, because it's only going to show you what you've been researching already. It's just recycled content. You need to be able to open up a book, pick up a new book, and really read a book, because it's often the things that are not shown to you right there in the end that's going to be the most educational, most things that matter. You know what I mean? It's really hard to explain, but that's why I made this channel, because I'm really trying to be an advocate for young people or older people or whoever, just in order to gain these steps that you want to be, or really understand and really fulfill life. There's mindsets, and there's strategies to life that you can adapt and that you can participate each and every day. Not saying you can't slip up, like I just was watching little shorts on YouTube, you know what I mean? But you gotta have that self-discipline to watch 2, 5, 10 minutes of videos to get back on your grind. And the most important thing is, are you able to work? You know what I mean? Are you getting lost in your source, or are you still able to stop what you're doing and work? And that's about self-discipline. But you just can't say you need to be disciplined. You need to have these skills and the determination and the why, like why you doing it. You know what I mean? So to motivate you to be disciplined. You know what I mean? So but yeah, that's all comes on to being educated on a lot of things. And if you guys stick with me, trust me, we're gonna talk about a lot of different topics. I have videos where I just sit there and talk, and trust me, I use these skills on my everyday basis, which is why, regardless if whatever monetary gain I don't get from whatever else, whatever I do, I know that if I was to go in the forest or the jungle, I'll still be satisfied because I do things like I grow mentally, physically, not just financially. You know what I mean? It's that's one because the society we live in calls for us to be financially stable. But there's as far as a human, you do not need to be financially stable to actually know these skills and these strategies because these skills can help you be financially free, can help you like grow gardens so you ain't gotta rely on the supply all the time and have to deal with price gouging. These skills can encourage you guys. Like I don't even know if you guys look at a city like Vegas. It's surrounded with a lot of just packed with a lot of land, but everybody's in this one city. We're gonna discuss that more. But what I'm trying to show you guys is there's a lot of land order to get your own house, to grow your own food. Just the way everybody's living is, the city life. Trust me, it's a different mindset if you want to if you want to reach different things, and But yeah, it's just about being educated. But we're gonna put that aside. Thought I spent a little time talking to you guys. We're gonna go ahead and see what's your message when it comes on to the mystics. See what's up. Okay, yeah, so I could spend hours talking to y'all. Which, if you notice, I have separate videos that I actually make, where I just talk, and trust me, the information I'm telling you guys is gems. Because I use this information database and I feel so much more alive than when I used to, regardless if, it don't matter how much money you're making, it don't matter. When it comes down to a human, don't even focus too much on the finance, just make it a lifestyle. For an example, if you want to make more income, you gotta make it a lifestyle and sustainable lifestyle. Like, is the lifestyle gonna be affecting you? Because if you're working 16 to 17 hours at your craft and you're not putting time into your health, to your meditation, to your sanity, you gonna feel like you ain't gonna feel good. No matter how much money you're earning, you ain't gonna feel good. You lost your human touch. I'm telling you guys, this stuff is real. Spirit, what messages do you have for us? What message do you have for us regarding mystics? 10 of Pentacles. So I'm picking up, as I said, there's many skills to make it. And these skills, these balls can represent many skills in like your life. This could be your life. The circle could be your life. You could be needed to adapt many skills. This could be confirming what we were just talking about. There's many different skills. There are. Alright, let's see. What else? Spirit, what other messages do you have for us? Wheel of Fortune, right? So you guys can be very fortunate. Well, just because your life might not be where you are today. Because you know how you spend a fortune meal and it ends on something that you don't really want to. Just because it might have ended, the wheel of fortune for your life might have ended on a situation right now, Courtney, that you didn't want it to end on, doesn't mean the game's over. You still have other spears to make, right? Keep your faith that it'll end on something else. You know what I mean? Like a spirit for that message. So you guys are being reinforced. You guys could be feeling like, things ain't really working out for you. Gotta make sure you keep that in mind that it's not always gonna be, it'll be boring if everything was good or if everything was bad. That's the whole point of life being like this, because when you go through so much, you begin to appreciate the good times so much better, because you can reflect on all the bad times you have. And you have some people's lives would be so easy to be getting away with a lot of stuff because they end up suffering in the end. And then they be wanting you to help them, the people that's going through it. That's like, you're going through it all, and you didn't run to them when they wasn't putting their hand out for you. So, spirit, you gotta remember that everything in life, it has its ups and downs. You just gotta go with the flow. You have to understand that. God wants to see that you are capable of, going with things, even when they're not always good in times, but you still willing to walk on that yellow brick road, even if it's not good, What the message you got for us? The Magician. Somebody could be doing black magic on you. You know what I mean? Making you feel maybe depressed. Or it could even not even just be black magic. It could be maybe, you're thinking, you're getting these thoughts in your head. You got people that are having ill intent or not showing you the full. You just basically not. You get around people that's not showing you the full potential of what were their true intentions for you. You know what I mean? So and that's very important. Life is like a gambling game. We often we seek out people that think that we believe that everything is gonna be good, and it's a gamble. You gotta kind of roll the dice with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's not your time, and you just gotta work with it. So what I'm picking up on is maybe the people that y'all on isn't who they say they were. And as I said, life's like a gamble. Spirit, what other messages do you have for us? And I say that because I want you guys to understand that it's like a fortune wheel. You make sure, when you guys make decisions, make sure you're thinking fully about them. Make sure you have a plan. Make sure you get it with your heart. Make sure that you're not seeking a lot in return, because if it fails, you just kind of have to go with life. Make sure if you love somebody, make sure you're loving them, that they're happy and not that they're just with you, because oftentimes you see people that say they love you, and then when you decide it doesn't work for them, or their characteristics don't fit your lifestyle anymore, they get upset, they want to talk bad about you, all of a sudden you don't want to be with them. So it's not like that with me. I want people to be happy when they're with or without me. That was my end goal, to make them happy. So if I made you happy, then I make you happy. Like, you feel me? That's my end goal. So I can't say that's how everybody should be, because not everybody. It's not a world where everybody's gonna be like that. You know what I mean? You just gotta kind of have good intentions. But what message do you have for her? 6 of Wands. So picking up, maybe you guys just seeking to be free. You know what I mean? You guys are just seeking to be free. You're just trying to live your best life. You're trying to just spread your wings and just be free. You know what I mean? That's what I'm picking up on. I'm picking up you guys just want to be free. Unfortunately, maybe you haven't developed or understood the skills and the mindsets to having a life. And you also have to understand that yes, there are going to be ill intent. There are wicked people in this universe, and once you have to really, but also understand God will put these people in your life, to make you a stronger individual. I'm not saying God wants you to be able to talk to people. What I'm saying is, in environments that you are in, you need to be learning from them environments, right? It's very crucial that you're learning from these situations that occur, and make sure you're not, going back and forth with lovers that, if you guys broke up, you broke up for a reason, and keep it that way. As once you arguments are one thing, separation is two different things. When you separate, like actually say, yeah, we're done, there is no turning back. But I just wish people would, sit down and just think more, think before you do, like really, and you could piece it all together before it even falls apart. For real. Okay. Spirit, what a message do you have for us? So I'm picking up you want to be free. Death. So this right here is going to go right underneath. Remember when I told you there was things you need to do in life, and these things can actually help you avoid death. No, it sounds crazy. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. The rooster goes to sleep before dog, or by dog, the rooster sleeps. Early in the morning, the rooster's up. We should not be out and about during the nighttime. I don't know this 24-hour rule. I understand that that's how society based us, but we're supposed to be in a world where, not even this, it's not even about being out in the nighttime. It's about thinking logical, like moving smart. Like, if it's like, for an example, if let's say you got money, right? You got 100,000 in the bank. You can do two things. You can have that money seeking out your pocket in cash, pocket to a bowl shot, walking to the gas station, where you know that people are struggling in this world right now, but you got 100 grand. Or you can have it on a card, where nobody knows that you have it. You could use these common sense, rules to avoid death. To avoid not just death, but situations that you don't want to be in, let's per se. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, the third party looking in doesn't see a guy or a girl with a lot of money in their pocket. They just see a person walking in the gas station. So it's just not about money. It's simple little things too. It's like you're not gonna hang on with somebody that's sick. Why? Because you'll get sick. So there's just little things that I encourage you guys to just take in consideration. Like, understand it's a lot harder to pay attention than it is to just walk with life like it's no crazy world, like nothing matters. Like that doesn't take no effort at all to just go with life, but to be strategic, move like a military person and just think smart, like people are talking, so why hang around people that are talking, family, friends, whatever, like why? They're gonna dish you though, that's the thing. You came in this borderline, you're gonna go all the line. But the whole point is understanding your situation, like, you know what I'm saying? But talk about this more. I got a lot to say. Trust me. So just stay tuned. You'll pick up on a good bit of skills from believe that. Spirit, what the message you have for us? Okay. You could be having the power now. You don't even know because your eyes are closed. You're probably blind and you're probably not even seeing the power that you have. You know what I'm saying? This is like, honestly, I'm picking up on so much energies where you feel like everything is good and bad for you, but it's really just it's like you can't run away from your situation just because it's not working out for you. You know what I mean? That is your training time. That is where, it's like a guy getting boot camp. And he just avoids all of, imagine a guy getting military, right? And you know, military, they gotta go fight in wars and all that. This guy avoids training these. Every time he looks, you see him really bad from where everybody else is running. So when it comes down to actually getting into a fight or a firefight, man's always druzy. He's not got energy. So I'm picking up either you or people around you is avoiding drama. Not avoiding drama, I'm sorry, because you're supposed to avoid drama, but you're avoiding. And see, this is so messed up. See, the bad spirits be trying to twist my words. You got to recognize when God's putting you through the ringer for a reason. He is putting you through a training course. So, I don't know if you have people around you, this is the energy I'm picking up on. This is what I'm told to speak on, is because I feel like people forget that we go through struggles so we can become better. And I know I don't want to be on the motivational stuff, but this is for real right now. Like, when you go through this, when your friends, your family, nobody's there when you got your baby, or nobody's there when you know what I'm saying, you broke up with this individual, or nobody's there when you lost your apartment or whatever. That is because God wants to see if you're gonna make it out. Are you gonna be strong, or are you just gonna continue to reminisce from the past? Like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's only you. You got you. So any decision that you decide to make, that's all on you. You have to recognize that. You can't keep looking at everybody else and saying, well, why didn't it help me? Like, it is what it is. Like, what are we gonna do now? Move on. Like, this is you. Like, so many people, they get themselves in a situation, but then they want everybody else to bail them out. You can't do that. You know what I mean? You see all the time people going around, young girls, not even young, doesn't matter, young, ill, whatever, having all these kids, and then they won't. Or males too. You guys are going around having all these kids, and you don't want your parents to take care of them. Like, let's start doing things. If it was just us in the world, like, yeah, if it was just me by myself, like you by yourself, what kind of decisions would you make? Because you ain't got nobody else to throw it on. You can't throw the baggage on nobody else. See what I'm saying? Spirit wanted me to just speak on the topic real quick with y'all. Feel bad getting it out the truth. Some have my days, believe it. And I'm glad I didn't throw my baggage on nobody, because I learned from it, and my skill set got a lot better. I'm a lot more in tune. I'm where I need to be in life. So, all because I took my baggage and I flew with it. I flew with that baggage. I didn't give it to nobody else. I didn't do what they do at the airport and give that bag of problems to somebody else, drop it off, let somebody else take it on the airplane. I took my own baggage on the airplane, and you learn from it. It's better to learn young, or learn while you can, than don't learn in the end. You wonder why you end up in situations. Carl Sean put you through the training course, you skip the training course, and all when the battle comes, you ain't prepared. Spirit, why let you training course? Like this right here, this is a lifestyle. This ain't no, I'm doing this is work. This is a lifestyle. I do this every day. multiple times a day. So this is a lifestyle for me. I encourage you guys too, if whatever, make sure you guys have to understand whatever you get into becomes a lifestyle. It's really yours. Spirit, whatever message you got for us. This is two. Justice. You could be weighing out your options as well. That's what I'm picking up on. Or justice for the person that this could be for you. People that's been maybe talking to you, or the people that's not even. Like I said, it sounds contradicting what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is, instead of you you have to remember that there's going to be people in your life that are not going to be there for you, right? The reason why is because they're going to make room for the people that are supposed to be in there. So once you realize these people are not really there for you, you would come away from them, and new people will step into your life. So that's all. That could be all about justice as well. Justice for a change. But yeah. See what's on the last card in this reading. Let's see what else. So much energies I'm picking up on. It's just like, but that's my main thing. I just feel like I really want you guys to be more, be self-reliant, or make sure you are telling your peers be self-reliant, because you see a lot of people do that. Like, life is fun, enjoyable, great. Just gotta make choices. It all comes down to choices. Every choice you make has an effect to it. Every cause has an effect. Okay? Spirit, what other message you have for us? The Nine of Swords. This could be like being independent, just thinking by yourself. That's a very good strategy. Very good strategy if you want to be free. Encourage you guys to just sit down, just think about things for a minute. That's gonna conclude this reading. I'm sorry if I took it slow. I just really want to get that message out there. Like, I really want you guys to just sit down, think about your life before you make a decision. Before you sit there and just go with life. I know this message ain't gonna get out to a lot of people. I already know this. If you if you listen to these messages, it's for you. Oftentimes and not, when real information is shared, it's hard to get to real information. But I'm gonna keep posting these videos, and you're gonna see some of y'all might just be reoccurring. You know what I'm saying? After the videos are doing well, but y'all gonna come back to this video and how you doing if you are returning from the future. How are you? But yeah, that's what I wanted this reading to really resonate, as far as like, it's really resonating with me to just tell you guys that simple message. Education. Educate yourselves on these situations before you get into them. Please take your time to think about it through. Because you can't keep expecting people to pull you out of the gutter. You gotta learn to do it on your own sometimes. And I'm not just talking about people, but once you develop self-love and self-attention, and you're aware, God will send people that you need to be in your life, Trust me. or he might even return people that was supposed to be was going to be in life, but they kind of each of you guys had to sort everything out. But thank you guys so much for tuning in this read. Go ahead and like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video.